how me and her mother act, that'll be the norm for her. You know, so how I treat her mother, that's the way she think that women are supposed to be treated, because you know we're the primary example. Um, but number one is, as far as with the guys, is like, you gotta. I mean, if you ever do get married, you know, they gotta come talk to your dad first. You know, everything gotta go through dad. You know, I don't. It don't matter. You know. I think I missed the last part of the question.
Oh no, sir, no, sir. I mean, and it's like I mean, because our daughters get for fathers, that's like our pride and joy, and we want them to be treated
Mm-hmm.
like a queen,
Mm-hmm.
what they should be treated as.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't accept nothing less as fathers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being that you're out there in this limelight,
Mm-hmm.
you're in the public eye, how important is it that you carry yourself in a professional manner, whereas you not only representing your mother, your
Mm-hmm.
wife, but your entire family?
Mm-hmm. I always remember that it's bigger than me. You know, it's not about Tavoris Cloud. It's not about how many knockouts I got, or you know, it's not about that. You know, it's about moving to the next level, mentally, spiritually. You know, raising your kids right. You know, we we have a tremendous responsibility. We just gotta take it on, take on the responsibility one step at a time. As far as conducting yourself, uh, I mean, if if I go somewhere with my kid and it's some kids that ain't acting right, my daughter ain't gonna play with them kids, you know, because they practicing bad habits, you know. And I mean, it's just so much. It's just so much. We definitely have to conduct ourselves at all times, you know, because you want to represent yourself well. You want to represent your family. You want to. I mean, it's worldwide with me. You know, people that follow me. You know, fans of boxing. You know, I want them to say that Tavoris Cloud was a class act. You know, the whole way through.
I know you talked a lot about your mother. Was your father in your life? And if he was,
Mhm.
how important was he to you?
No, my father wasn't there. My mom, she raised us by herself, and but you know, I don't hold any grudges against him or anything like that. I just try to be better than him, you know.
And how does that impact on you and your daughter?
Oh, it made me go extra hard with my daughter, you know. I got to go to the public library when I leave here.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I gotta, I gotta go. It's a schedule, you know. If I tell her something, I gotta do it. You know, I can't, you know, make promises and don't keep them, because I don't want her growing up getting a man that's, you know, being with somebody that's always telling her, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and they never do it, you know, or, you know, I'm gonna be faithful, and you know, it never happened. You know, they got to come talk to her daddy.
Uh-oh, gotta talk to daddy.
They got to talk to her daddy.
When you spend time with your daughter, how does that make you feel? It has to be a priceless, I mean, it has to be.
Well, it's kind of funny when I spend time with my daughter, because I think I'm kind of comical, and she's funny to me. You know, I mean, we just have a good time. You know, I like to laugh and joke with her. You know, if we have tea parties, you know, I have a tea party with her and talk funny. You know, wear a funny hat. You know, stuff like that. It just create good memories. You know.
You mean you do things like that,
Yeah.
being a professional boxer? I mean, this guy that goes in there and knocks out individuals.
Exactly. Exactly.
So there's another part of Tavoris Cloud that we don't see when we see him in that ring.
Mm-hmm. Inside the ring is Tavoris Cloud, the fighter. I'm trying to be the best fighter I can be. Outside, when I'm with my daughter, I'm trying to be the best father I can be, you know, and hey, I enjoy myself, you know, and everything I do, you know, I just have a good time, make the best out of it, and hey, just keep moving with it.
What's your ultimate goal in life?
In life, you know, I don't think I thought about that one yet.
No,
I was just gonna be positive the whole way through and just accomplish everything I can possibly accomplish. You know, I don't really know where it all end at, or you know, what's the big. I don't know.
So when growing up, I mean, when you were a younger kid, I know there had to have been something that you really, you know, wanted to do when you grew up.
I think it was always a fighter.
Always a fighter.
It was always a boxer. It was always a boxer. And, you know, it was times where, you know, everybody said they want to be a police or a firefighter and things like that, you know, but I always wanted to be a boxer. I just always felt that if I can prepare for a fight and train hard as I possibly can, nobody can beat me, you know. If I had the opportunity to fight an individual and I knew months ahead of time, there's no way he was gonna beat me. You know, I just believe in myself like that, you know, and I have very, very strong work ethic, you know. I believe I can work harder than any fighter in the world, you know, any day of the week, you know. I always wanted to be a fighter.
Who are some of the individuals that inspired you?
Well, coming up, I studied Archie Moore, which is an old school fighter. I studied Mike Tyson, Joe Louis, James Toney, a lot of old school fighters. I even like Reuben Carter. I like the way Reuben Carter fights, how he fights in spurts. He'll throw like 5 or 6 power shots at you, and it's just all crisp and it's a hurricane. It's just like a hurricane, you know. But I like the old school fighters. They didn't talk as much trash as new school fighters.
They are.
Except one, Ali.
Oh.
Ali. But he was the best at it. So.
What was it about Muhammad Ali that impressed you the most?
Well, the thing that impressed me the most about Muhammad Ali was how he can continuously come back from adversity, you know. It was more than just his fighting style. You know, he had so many problems outside of the ring that, you know, it would have crippled a lot of other fighters, and they would have not been able to continue the way that he did. But he showed a lot of perseverance and very strong will. He just recently had a birthday.
Yes, sir.
He born in January, same as me. But happy birthday, Muhammad.
January 10th, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm January 10th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know exactly when his birthday is, but he was born in January. But yeah, that guy, he definitely motivation for any fighter.
When you travel, I mean, how does it feel? How do you handle that limelight of being a professional boxer, being in the public's eye? How do you handle that?
Well, you never let it get to you. You know, never let this stuff go to your head. Lights, camera, none of it. The glitz, the glamour, you know, always keep your composure. Do it like you done it before, you know, and that's just where I always been with it. You know, I just relax and take it easy.
But you're so laid back. And we look at people like Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he's out there. He's one of the best boxers that there is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's flashy, you know, but you don't see yourself as that.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't see myself as that. That's Mayweather's style. You know, some guys, they do a lot of talking. Some guys are flashy like that. Me, that's not my style. I'm interested in being Tavoris Cloud. You know, I'm interested in being the best Tavoris Cloud that I can possibly be. I'm not interested in following trends. I'm not interested in following anybody as far as tactics to make money or anything like that. I'm just interested in being me, being the individual. You know, if Tavoris Cloud one day is at a press conference and he feels like he needs to say something or get a little crunk and you know make a stronger point, then I'll do it. You know, but only if I feel like it. But that's really not my style. I like to do all my talking in the ring.
When will we see Tavoris Cloud back in the ring, and when will that opportunity come again for you to regain your belt?
I'll be back in the ring probably in a couple months. And I'll probably take some tune-up fights first, and then I'll go back and fight for another championship, whether it's the IBF or WBC, WBO, WBA, which is 4 major titles out there right now. You know, but everything should be happening within the next couple of months, 4 or 5 months.
Are you excited?
I'm excited, but more than excited, you know, I'm a lot smarter than I used to be, as far as you know, because you know, the more you fight, the more you learn. They say that boxing is the closest sport to life, because you know the ups and downs that happen to you in the ring that you have to deal with right then and there. It's gonna be exciting when it happens, but I'm gonna keep my composure, and when it happens, I'm gonna come back and accomplish that goal a lot smarter.
Why should we're running short on time? Why should the boxing community be aware that you're coming back with a vengeance?
The boxing community should be on notice, because Tavoris Cloud is going to continue to be a problem for the light heavyweight division for years to come. I'm not done. It's nothing over with. I just took a little time, took a little rest, but I'm coming back, and I'll have me another title in due time.
I know you will, because that's the individual that you see, and you're being blessed. You're a blessed individual, and sometimes you have to deal with that adversity to see how you handle it. So when that blessing does come back,
all of it makes you stronger.
Correct.
All of it makes you stronger.
Thank you, Mr. Cloud, for being on the show. And whenever you want to come back to talk more about your youth program or the boxing, just let me know.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got Tavoris Cloud on the show. You be encouraged. Thank you.
That's a funny.